guys, how you doing today? This is David Lucas here. Welcome back to my channel. So now, today we're going to be reviewing a movie that took me a little bit longer than I thought that I would see it, but just a lot of stuff got in the way. Same thing with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'll be seeing that this weekend instead of last weekend. But, and what we're going to be reviewing today is The Lion King 2019. Now, this movie is technically not a live-action remake, because it's not really live-action. It was all created with CGI, even computers and all that, but it's photorealistic, so I guess you could kind of count that it is live-action in a way, because it looks live-action, but it really isn't live-action technically. I still don't know what to call it. I'm just calling it the remake. That's all I'm calling it. And now, as for remakes go, this is pretty much a shot-for-shot remake of the original. They have some things that they change with like dialogue, and they add some certain scenes in there, and they take some certain scenes out, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. Again, the same premise, the same story, the same ending, the same beginning, the same ending, everything with it. And with some people, they might like that. Some people might love that. That might be exactly what they were going for. And other people, that might not be what they were going for. Other people maybe wanted to see something new, something different. Kind of like how The Jungle Book was, that Jon Favreau also did. He directed this movie and Jungle Book. So people thought that he was going to change the story a little bit. Change a little bit the characters, add some stuff in. And like I said, he added some stuff into this. There's definitely some more added on scenes in here. But they're really not as much to change the story. Let me start off with the good things about this movie, the good things that I like on it. First thing I gotta say is that this movie does look beautiful. It looks absolutely just astonishing that they were able to make this photorealistic movie inside of a computer, basically. I thought they knocked it out of the park with the animation. It completely looks real. I'm watching this, and I feel like I'm actually watching the Nature Channel a little bit with the animals. And it felt like I was watching real-life animals, and I gotta give all the props to the animation team and to the work that they did, because this is some really, really great work, and it's gonna change cinema, I feel like. I feel like they're gonna be able to even break more grounds with this kind of technology now, since The Lion King was able to do this with the whole film. Imagine what else they can do now in the future with films with this kind of technology. I think the cast all around is actually great. I think they have a great cast. I thought it since the beginning was a great cast, and they did not disappoint at all by the time of me seeing them. And now the two standouts of what I thought of this movie was, which even though the whole cast was really good, I thought the two standouts were J.D. McCarty, I think his name is. He played the younger Simba. And I thought he did a younger Simba great. It actually sounded just like the original actor who played the original Simba, the younger Simba in the old one. They sounded almost identical. His singing was really good, especially with the I Can't Wait to Be King. I thought he knocked it out of the park with that song. And I thought he was a really good surprise how much well he sounded like the Simba that I know and love. Another big standout is Chiwetel Ejiofor as Scar. I actually really love this Scar, and I've seen some people complaining a little bit that they didn't like his Scar, they didn't like his portrayal of it, but I personally thought they did a great job with Scar. They gave him a little bit of backstory, and I kind of like that. They gave some backstory of giving that him and Sarabi have some kind of a past together. Simba's mom, they have some kind of a past together, and once Mufasa beat Scar in a fight when they were younger, apparently, that's when Sarabi went with Sarabi, and Sarabi claims that Scar's always had this kind of evilness to him. And Scar in this film, he's not really as animated as that he was in the original. He's more cool and collected and more devious with his voice and all that. He's really slow and have a deep voice, and there's a kind of like that cool little new take on Scar. I like it. Even though I do love the original Scar, like when he's all animated and making weird faces, and Jeremy Irons was great as Scar. He is great. He is my all-time favorite Scar, but at the same time, I do love what they did with Scar in this film. Seth Rogen and Billy Etcher as Timon and Pumbaa too. Were another couple standouts that I loved. They were hilarious. I love them. I love that that scene that when he's like, "We're gonna call him Fred." I thought that was pretty hilarious. You can never go wrong with Seth Rogen at all and Billy Etcher. They're both hilarious people. They actually can sing pretty good too. I thought when they sang Hakuna Matata on it, they did really well at it, and they were great standouts to the film that I thought. And especially with, I heard that they improv some scenes too in there, and I thought the improv scenes were great. I actually couldn't really tell which ones were improv. I thought they did a great job with Timon and Pumbaa. A great job. Now there's some little added scenes that we see. We see a little bit more of what Scar's role is like, of what him and the hyenas did to kind of destroy the Pride Lands and how they just eat all the time and everything. There's no order with anything. It's just you can do whatever you want, and we see how that's just, it's bad for the Pride Lands. And we also get a little extra scene with Nala escaping from Scar, which I kind of like that too. We see how she escapes. It's a nice little extra scene they have in there, and I like it. It doesn't destroy the movie. It doesn't change it in some whole bunch of ways, but it's a cool little extra scene that we get to see, and I like that. That's pretty much it for all the stuff that I did like about the film. Now let's go back to the stuff that I didn't really like about this film. Something that I felt in the trailers of this movie, and then when I eventually did get to see it, it really did stand out to me in the film, is that it's really hard to capture the kind of emotions and the kind of expressions that the animals portrayed into the original, into this one. Because yes, I totally get it. It's supposed to be realistic. You're supposed to be like a real life looking animal, but it's just, I wish they could have put a little bit more emotion to them. And maybe I'm asking too much. That's totally fair. I could be asking too much about it, but I felt like there was an emotion, magical feeling that was just missing from it, and it really did kind of put down the movie for me a little bit. It did. Another thing too that was really disappointing that they end up taking out of the movie was the whole "Be Prepared" song. Now they did have the "Be Prepared" in the movie, and I remember hearing like when the movie was first getting made that they didn't have that song in it. I didn't make the final cut, but it did. It did end up making the final cut, but they really chopped it up and cut it up a lot. It's really been shortened. A lot of like the big scenes, like when Scar's jumping off of the cliff and all the fires coming, that's completely gone. The hyenas marching, that's completely gone. They really shortened the scene up, and it kind of sucked because it was one of my, I'd say, favorite songs growing up. I remember listening to it all the time growing up in preschool. Yeah, I used to listen to it in preschool before I would go to sleep for nap in preschool. I would listen to Be Prepared. That was what my childhood was like. I didn't like that they cut it, and I heard that were reasons why they cut it, because most of the song didn't fit the story as much, and especially with other reason what I'm going to get onto what I didn't like about the film, and I've heard that this is the reason why it was shortened, and it's because of how they changed the hyenas in the film. In the original song, "Be Prepared," the hyenas, they were more goofy, they're more of idiots, but they all had a different kind of personality. I felt like you had Ed, who was the complete idiot. You had the other one, I can't remember his name, I always forget his name, who just was more just an asshole, a smart mouth. And then you had Zazie, I think her name was, that was the leader. She was the leader of all of them. And this one, I feel like all the hyenas are very just one note. All of them are the same, basically. And neither of them have their own personalities. Neither have their own characterization. They're just flat. They just fall really flat. And like they're just nameless soldiers, kind of like stormtroopers. They really have no purpose in this film and no any like reason or character, nothing. They're just there, and it sucks that they did that to the hyenas, because the hyenas were always had distinct personalities, and in this one they don't, and it's really missing in this. And I don't know why they did that, but apparently that was why they took some parts out of "Be Prepared," because you remember the original, Be Prepared had a lot to do with how stupid they are and Scar messing with them and all that. And this, they don't really have that as much. So it does really suck that it did take out two good parts of the movie, of the original. But that's what you gotta expect. At the end of the day, I think Lion King 2019 is an enjoyable remake. It's not better than the original. I would prefer to watch the original right up over there. That's one I prefer watching, but I can totally see if some people will watch this and will love it because they got what they wanted. They got a shot-for-shot remake, which is good. I just wish I would have gotten a little bit more. I wish I would have gotten something a little bit different, something that's not the same as the original. I felt like they went really safe with this route, which is good, but at the same time, I would have liked them to took a risk and change something a little bit. But, you know, some people would like that. Some people like when it's the same thing, and that's totally understandable. And it seems like with the general audience, they love it. And that's a good thing about it, that the general audience really loves it. I'm going to give Lion King 2019 a 6 out of 10. Yeah, guys, so that's my review for The Lion King 2019. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and thank you so much for the support that you people show me. I really appreciate it. After every review, I see someone new coming on, and I really like that. And I just love having this community of talking about films and the stuff that we love about films. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, if you like this, subscribe, and so you can check out more videos coming up soon. And if you like this one, you can like a whole bunch of other videos on my channel. I got a whole bunch of different reviews and little short films that me and some friends made. Go check it out. And until next time, see you guys later.